What's up, guys? So I got a video I want to do for you that's going to be a little disappointing for me to share with you guys, but it is good information and it's going to be very honest and very truthful about this whole late night hack with Navy Federal Credit Union to apply for their credit cards and get approved for this high credit limit and all that kind of stuff. I've seen a lot of videos recently about this, and they have the 6 credit cards is what they have here on Navy Federal, right? About people being able to apply for these cards. Navy Federal has, for a while now been known as a place that gives higher limits than people would normally get than, applying somewhere else. So, but I've talked to a representative a few months ago, so that's tightening up a bit. I've heard that, Navy Federal is closing up some of like the tricks and tactics that people have kind of learned recently, and they're tightening some of those loopholes. Well, one of these was this whole idea of being able to do this late night credit card hack to apply for a Navy Federal credit card. And what you do is you go online and you pre-qualify. I'm not going to go through the whole pre-qualification part here. It's pretty easy, but you guys are going to like this. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel because there's more to talk about, especially with Navy Federal. But I had seen this lately with Navy Federal, right? This whole credit card, late night hack, and the fact that you can do soft pull when you do this pre-qualification. It's a soft pull, and they'll tell you which of their 6 cards you qualify for. I actually qualified for all 6 when I did it, and I have no credit cards with Navy Federal. I got 3 cards this year so far, well, one with Navy Federal now. But the 3 cards I'd gotten prior to this year are actually all with Chase Bank. I got 3 Chase Bank cards in like 4 months. So I was definitely in that 524 rule for Chase. And all those pulled from Experian. I have 1 card I got last year that pulled from Experian as well. So, one of the good things about Navy Federal, I'm like, okay, they pull from TransUnion about 90% of the time. That's what a representative told me a couple weeks ago. He said about 90% of the time they pull TransUnion, and about 10% they do Equifax. So this pulled TransUnion when I did this. When I applied for this card with Navy Federal, and I'm like, okay, Navy Federal gives me up to 3 cards. They let you have up to 3 personal cards with them. I've actually been a customer of Navy Federal's for about a year and a half. I signed up with them back at basic training. So I've been with them for a year and a half and never had a credit card, but I've had a checking account, a savings account, and all that kind of thing. So when it came to this whole late night credit card hack, people getting $25,000 credit cards like this $25,000 Navy Federal credit card. I mean, it seemed like, it was a pretty good chance of getting approved for it. My credit score is good. So I'm like, okay, like I'll probably get approved for this. so I thought. I went through the process, right? Did the pre-qualification. They said you're good for all 6 cards. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go for the highest card that they have and just see how it goes. The only one they have that actually even has an annual fee is the Flagship. And this is like a good one, like for travelers. So I actually applied for the Flagship card. I got approved right away, and I got approved. But when it came back, I didn't get anywhere near the limit I thought I was going to be able to get with this card. But based on other feedback I was hearing from people, there's only one other person who had talked about how it didn't work for him. It's actually this guy here, Radical Marketer. He actually lives in Las Vegas, just like I do, but he's done quite a few Navy Federal videos lately, and he said the late night hack did not work for him in one of the videos he did. Well, I'm now a member of that club because that didn't work for me. I applied probably between midnight and 1 a.m. Here in Las Vegas, local time, because the whole idea of this late night hack is that you apply between, I think, about 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m., like East Coast time, when there's, nobody there to actually, look over your application. Is the idea. That's just going to be an algorithm doing it because there's no employees there. That was the whole idea. At least that was the hack that people had been using. That didn't work for me. Okay, I did not get near the amount I thought I would. Earlier this year, I got a higher limit on my Chase Sapphire preferred credit card with a lower income, a lower credit score. My credit score now I think is like 772 or something. So I think when I applied for that card, it was like right around 750 earlier in the year. So I had a lower, and I say lower income because earlier in the year, I was still trying to get all my taxes situated from the previous year because I was gone for a third of the year for training. When I came back later in the year, I switched my business from a sole proprietor to an LLC. Then I also filed for as an S corp, and a lot of that stuff was new to me. So I underestimated my income when I applied with Chase Bank. I underestimated it by like tens of thousands of dollars and still got a higher limit with that, with the lower income, with the shorter credit history too. I've since been able to find 2 people who added me on their cards as an authorized user to give my credit history some more length, because I did used to have 2 cards probably 6 years or so ago, and then I closed them out because I went full on like Dave Ramsey mode, paying off debt. So I was really thinking everything going in. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna probably wind up getting, the $25,000 limit on this card, are doing pretty well, and that was not it. After I was given the lower limit than I thought I was going to get on the card, I did reach out. I called Navy Federal and I asked the representative about the whole situation, explained everything. I said, is there any way they can, increase my initial limit on this card? And he said he couldn't do anything about it. I gave him all the details, and he said, he's not involved in the approval process. So they were courteous, and he said, hey, you can always send him a message though, and so that's what I did. I sent him a message just saying basically a lot of what I just told you, kind of my numbers and this kind of thing. And I was like, I thought I was going to get a bigger limit. And, they said, hey, thanks. We did a second review, but, this is the most that basically, we're going to approve you for. We're going to qualify you for at this time. It says you may apply for an increase to this credit limit at any time. However, Navy Federal typically requires a new account to be open at least 3 months before approving an increase to its credit limit. If you have any questions, reach out. So they were courteous, they were kind, but they were like, no, bro, you're not getting that $25,000 limit. So, it did not work for me. This whole late night hack didn't work. I've never tried it before because it's my first card with Navy Federal, so maybe next time I'll talk to someone over the phone, because that's a tip that some people give is applying for credit cards, is they say, go and apply in person, because like when you apply at the bank, I apply at Chase Bank, whoever employee I apply with, they get a commission, my card gets approved, right? So it's kind of like someone else has an incentive to help you in that regard. So, maybe next time I'll do it like that. I don't know if over the phone if they get a commission if you get approved for Navy Federal, but that's what happened with me when it came to this whole card situation. So the late night hack did not work. There were some reasons that people gave when I looked at the video, the Radical Marketer, his video, and it was just bizarre because someone here said, they had a checking and savings account with $5 in the savings account. They applied for the cash rewards card and got approved for $23,000. So now, maybe I should have not have gone for the highest card they have, the most difficult card. Who knows? But that is what happened. So it didn't. Late night hack didn't work for me. And one other reason that some people thought maybe is that if you're not military, then and you got into Navy Federal through family, then maybe they're not as generous, but that didn't apply to me. Like signing up in basic training obviously didn't help me at all. And then the other part of it is I don't keep a lot of money in my Navy Federal accounts, my checking or savings. So that could be something too, the fact that I don't keep a lot of money in there. I don't know how much of an impact that had. But yeah, the late night hack, it sounds like it's really your mileage may vary. Some people it works for, some people it does not. Me, it did not work for me. But hey, even though it didn't work for me, please like the video anyway and subscribe, because there is more I'm going to be talking about in the future, especially my experiences with stuff like this. So I'll give you guys firsthand experience and firsthand knowledge, and any of the knowledge that I'm able to gather from other people, I will absolutely share with you here on this channel. So please subscribe. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys again soon.